Hello, HMS 8th graders. Today's topic, career planning, career awareness, career exploration, getting you ready for your future to career. The question on the screen says, where do I start? Well, hopefully this isn't the first time you've thought about your career future. If you've been with me since 6th grade, we've been in the classroom in 6th grade talking about different career pathways, getting you ready for your future. And we want to continue that today. And we will continue that on even up and through high school, getting ready for your future. 4 steps for career planning. First of all, let's think about a soda. The acronym here, self-awareness, option awareness, decision making, and action planning. Something you're going to have to do for the rest of your life, but we're going to start thinking about your career awareness today. What do you think you need to know about yourself to make a career decision? Maybe your interests, maybe your talents. Some of you might say, I have no talent. Well, up on the screen here, and you might have seen this in different social media posts before, 10 things that require 0 talent. You can start doing these today. Be on time, have a good work ethic, give effort, good body language, energy, attitude, passion, being coachable, doing extra, being prepared, are all things that require 0 talent. It will take you a long way in life and a long way in your career field. Some other things to know about yourself. What skills do you have? Some of you have had some training and some classes and things and developed some skills that you might want to turn into a career. What values do you have? This could be beliefs and religion and thoughts and things that you and your family kind of hold deeply that can lead to different careers as well. What's your personality? What's your personality type? If you follow along the lessons last year, we did a 16personalities.com test, which might help lead to that. And if you need to look back at 16personalities.com, go for it. It's a free website, free test. If you took this last year, you might have emailed the results to yourself. So you might want to look back in your previous email. But you can look at your personality, whether you're introverted or extroverted, whether you're intuitive, whether you're a thinker or feeler. That whole idea of your personality and how it relates to careers is a great way to think about what career you would be good at. Option awareness. What do you need to know about the different careers to know if they might be right for you? And this is the career exploration and options that you have out there right now. What are the things that the people in that job actually do? What training is required? Do you need to go to college? Do you need to go to the military? Do you need to go to a specific trade school to help learn that skill that you're thinking of doing for a career? What skills are actually needed for that job? What's the salary and benefit information? Remember, I've always said you don't have to make $1 million, but you need to make enough to support your family, whatever that might be. The new word up here for some of you might be benefits. Some jobs give benefits. Some jobs give cars, retirement plans, which quite often are known as 401ks or pensions. Do they give you health care? So there's some benefits that go along with a lot of jobs and their salaries as well. When you're looking at salary, remember sometimes they're reported as an hourly wage. Sometimes they're reported as a salary, which is usually for a year. But there's some different terms when you see the amount of money that they're given for a job. Look and see if that's per year or per hour so you know how to best plan. What's the job outlook? What's the future for that job? I would hate to steer you to a career which is a dying career. But in that same idea, there are a lot of careers which aren't even thought of yet. And I've probably shared this with you in lessons before. When I was your age, we didn't have a thing called a cell phone. And yet now there are so many jobs and careers based around that cell phone. Programming and engineering and designing and computer software. People who actually sell the phones. So many careers are developed around that one thing that wasn't even around when I was your age. And the same thing will happen to you. There will be careers that will develop in the future. But what's the job outlook? What's the job outlook if a pandemic were to happen? Will that job still be in place? Are they in high demand? Are they needed? Just a few things you might want to think about. Decision making. What kinds of decisions should you be trying to make at this point in your education? Well, I've always said jump on a career pathway. See what that career pathway involves. What level of education is needed? Do you need to go to a 4-year university? Do you need to get your doctorate degree? What level of education is needed? How can you access that education? Where do you need to go to school? Is it a specific college or university in a different area? Maybe it's a specific training. How can you afford that program? Maybe the military can help you afford that program. Maybe the military is the access to the education that you need. There's a lot of ways to get more information on the careers that interest you and help you in this decision-making process. We here at school use career cruising and other ways of researching that information. Informational interviews, actually talking to people in the career. And now we've got YouTube, where if you just type in a specific career and say day in life or interview with this person, you can find a lot of information about that job through the internet. Do a job shadow. Volunteer to go to a place and follow the person around to see what their job is like. An internship is a way to get experience doing that job and get paid for it. And we also have an awesome opportunity here in Allegan County at the Tech Center. They have a lot of categories and things that you might want to do that will help train you at the Tech Center here in Allegan. And we'll have a lot more information on that to come. Action. Time to start thinking and planning. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years from now? How are you going to get there? Be as specific as you can. Think about that job career. Where do you want to be in 10 years? What's it going to take for you to get there? Some of the things you need to think about, coming up soon, we're going to start making our class selection for high school. What classes do you need to take in high school to prepare you for that career in the future? Are there any volunteer opportunities that you could be doing now to help prepare you for that future career? And talk to people in the jobs that interest you. Do some research. It's an awesome way to help figure out what your career needs to be. I'm going to pause here and do part 2, because part 2 is a tough discussion, but one that we need to have as you guys, as 8th graders, developing into high school students, future career employees. So I'm going to pause it now and then start part 2 in just a second.